fashion trends are decided according to the thinking, likes and dislikes of the people of that particular place or community. Here is a list of such top 10 weirdest fashion trends in the world. Such strange styles are listed in the video. 10. Hitler Chic Thailand. Earlier this year, the city of Bangkok has been invaded by Hitler. If you're wondering why you haven't heard anything about that, it's because this invasion has been into the world of fashion. Nowadays, Bangkok is said to be experiencing a veritable Hitler mania, with the image of the infamous German leader appearing in cartoon form, on t-shirts, sweatshirts, posters, you name it. It appears that no matter where you go, kids are just always going to be stupid. And while we're on the topic. 9. South African metalheads, Botswana. From Botswana. At the risk of generalizing, heavy metal has usually had problems with attracting audience members of African descent. Lately though, classic, old-school metal fashion, of the leather and chains variety, has dominated the counterculture movement in the southern African nation of Botswana. 8. Meggings, all over the world. Trends for a male in fashion world are not much less than the woman. An example for this is the meggings, male correspondent to leggings, which is highly in trend into the lanes of Tokyo, Paris, London, and New York. Initially, the introduction of leggings in the female fashion world was a hot-button topic, and now this trend is extended for the males too. 7. Elf boot, Mexico. It is a part of the elf outfit. These boots are long, pointy and sort of asinine looking, and were in trend in Mexico. Because of this, the cowboy boots with stretched tips again came in fashion among the young generation of southern Mexico. It is kind of a trend when the male dress up to get interested of females, but at the end becomes a reason to laugh at. It is really a bombshell trend. They also can be seen in the feet of TV actors, stage, showers, etc. 6. Gothic Lolitas, Japan. Not to be confused with the Western meaning of the term, the Japanese Lolita is an extremely broad fashion subculture that emphasizes cute and stylish Victorian-era clothes. Its Gothic sub-style, probably the most famous of the group, is in turn all about darker, Gothic aesthetics, which in the hands of misinformed Japanese teens basically boils down to faux vampire fashion as understood by a 15-year-old. Also, umbrellas. As in, every other picture of a Gothic Lolita just shows them holding an umbrella, because without one they would all apparently look silly. 5. Eye jewelry, Netherlands. You know what body part often gets overlooked in the world of fashion? The eyes. Sure, you can paint around them or change their color with contact lenses, etc. But how often do you see some actual, serious fashion being done on the eye itself? Almost never, because that is a terrible, terrible idea. Well, the Dutch seem to disagree. A new technique that allows small studs made from precious metals to be inserted into the eye was developed more than 8 years ago in Rotterdam, giving teenage girls everywhere an alternative to dating black guys to anger their parents. 4. Fasakini, China. Sometimes new trends in the fashion world arise due to the needs of the people. An example for this is the introduction of fasakini. A simple way to keep away from the harmful rays of sun is to avoid going out or to put on a good quality sunscreen. But the residents of China found a new way to protect themselves by wearing face-kini. According to name, it is a shielding head mask worn by the beachgoers. 3. Mamba, Japan. Japan keeps coming in light while talking about some peculiar fashion trends. Another example of unusual trends is the Mamba. It is a craze very common among the young girls of Japan, who normally date men who are style crazy. Mamba is a little varied form of the very famous gang Euro culture, which basically accentuates strong makeup and dark complexion. Girls following the Mamba trend normally coat their complete face with deep and dark brown, with 2 circular marks of white color around their eyes and silver light-colored hair along with wishy-washy makeup and dazzling attire. 2. Eye tattoos, Canada. Being an intense practice, people go for eye tattooing for enhancing their aesthetic appearance and the improvement of vision. In this, the white part that is cornea of the eye is tattooed. It is the medically prescribed method for the persons with scratch-marked eye tissues. There are various methods of tattooing of the eye, also various options for the success and medical safety of the procedure exists. Tattooing of the eye is practiced from approximately thousands of years and is now again in trend in Canada. In this process, the dye, ink is inserted in the white portion that is cornea of the eye using some syringes and injections, and designs are made. 1. Bagel heads, Japan. Getting injected a saline into the forehead to get a bagel, donut-type shape on the forehead is not an easy task. Being such a painful job to get such shapes, people of Japan promoted the trend called as bagel head. It is a kind of body modification technique initiated in Canada and highly encouraged by the Japan's fashion world. The process is basically a swelling distortion caused by the saline drip. Media channels ambiguously asserted it as Japan trend. Does someone think it's fashionable? I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you want to add any new facts, please do add one in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe this channel.